Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is the first day of the sweet potato harvest. It's fairly large. We have 12 plants. Last year we only had 6 and we had an amazing harvest. So this is double the amount. It may take 2 days to do this. I may not be able to do it all in the same day. I'm not as young as I used to be, okay? And there's a lot of vines to work through. Let me show you what we're working with. And here are the sweet potato vines. They have grown and they have traveled. We've had plenty of flowers. They're starting to turn now. I do see some of the leaves are starting to turn brown. I don't see any flowers right now. I think they've all bloomed. Even though this is still green and vibrant, these plants have been here. These sweet potato plants were planted over 120 days ago. So we need to get on the ball here. We need to start harvesting. I am very excited. It's not going to be that easy, but it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm telling you. I'm going to look down here and I'm going to show you that there is a sweet potato sticking out of the ground. There's one right there. Okay, I may start with that one. Yep, I'm just kind of looking to see. And it's really hard to tell where the roots are, where the plant's rooted, because there's so many vines. We have to sort through these vines. Probably the best thing to do would be to remove the vines so we can see the ground. But I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one up. It's a very large sweet potato. This is probably the first sweet potato from that plant. So we have one, and I can see already we might fill up this basket in no time, but we'll see. I'm going to pull the vines like this and get the vines out of the way. And I'm just doing this with one hand right now, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to use both hands. I'm going to put on some gloves. We're really going to get into this big time. If you love hands-on work in the garden, this is the thing to grow, sweet potatoes. And the vines are beautiful throughout the entire summer. And they grow the most beautiful flowers. So it's bittersweet taking these vines down because I've enjoyed them so much. But we have to do this in order to harvest the sweet potatoes. Take some of these sweet potatoes the way they are, and we have some small ones. And then we have a lot of large ones that I have to dig deeper for probably. I'm hoping not. See, this one, we're going to have to use that right away. A good one, though. So we've got some small ones. We got all different sizes. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful with this. This is going to take some time to dig through. But you see, I love the small ones. They're very tasty and sweet. And there's all kinds of things you can do with these potatoes. Oh, in the oven and put them into casseroles. Ooh, you got sweet potato pie, sweet potato bars, sweet potato cake, sweet potato bread, sweet potato everything, I'm telling you. All kinds of food you can cook with sweet potatoes. So I'm going to use a pitchfork to try to loosen up the ground, the soil, so I can get, and try not to cut into the sweet potatoes. If I can loosen it up, pull out the potatoes without being cut into, they can cure on the table for a couple weeks. They will last a long time into the winter. It will be amazing. So I'm using the pitchfork to loosen the soil around the sweet potatoes, and I'm going to try to pull them out undamaged. One plant can produce several sweet potatoes. I think I loosened it up enough to pull some out. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. We have the basket right here nearby. Just going to start, as I harvest them, put them right in the basket. That one. Ah! I thought it was skinny, and then it came out and bigger than I thought. They're all different shapes, and you may laugh at some of these, and please do laugh because it can get funny. They take on their own little shapes. They're all each individuals. This is just one plant, and there might be more, but I think that's it from one, all from one plant. Just one plant out of 12. Oh boy.
So I found the strength to say it was harder than catching the moon. And when the words fell out, I saw the warmth filling the room. So I gathered the strength to lift it, and you picked it up and laid it down, and you picked me up and I am found. Oh, oh, oh. It's without a cause.
What you do is you try to loosen the soil around the sweet potatoes, and you wiggle it, and then it comes out like this. If you pull on, yank it, it can break into the sweet potato, and you don't want that, because those will not last as long. You cannot store them as long. They will start to go bad sooner. You may have to refrigerate them.
And then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you. Got easier to see it. The glow, it came pulsing this time. So when you really felt it, I saw the flame grow in your eyes. I finally let my guard down, open up the blinds, saw through, open up my heart, you came through. Oh, oh, oh. It's without a cause. Sometimes it's just because.
And here's what we have so far, and it's almost completely full. Any fuller, it will be too heavy for the basket. The basket's not real firm. So I'm going to take this inside.
Cause you created, and then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you.
I'm taking you into my storage room. This is a bedroom, but we use it as a storage room. Okay, so we're going through the potatoes now. I found one here, like this one go on the table because it's not cut into. This one is, so it's going to go on this plate over here. There's not that many large ones that have been cut into. Mainly I want to put the fingerlings potatoes on here because I'm going to use them up sooner. They're tiny, and so we're going to be roasting those in a meal coming up pretty soon, within a week. I'll probably keep them for about a week so they can get a little bit sweet. But these potatoes need to cure on this table for, they recommend 2 to 3 weeks. I'll let them cure for about 2 weeks. And we will cut off the vent, so we don't have central air. So this room's going to stay hot, and it's by the window that faces south. So there would be some heat come through, especially during the day. But if I harvested this later in October, we would risk this room being too cold for them to cure really well, because you want your temperatures to be between 80 and 85 degrees, if possible. If cooler than that, they'll cure also. They may take longer. So I'm just going to take time to sort through these potatoes according to how they look and how long they'll take to cure. Because like I said, the smaller ones will cure faster and they need to be eaten up sooner, along with the ones that have been cut into. So I'm sorting out the potatoes for curing. I do have a few that potato bugs got a hold of, and I'll have to figure out what to do with these. Then we have fingerlings and potatoes that have been cut into that will need to be used up sooner. Now I'm sorting through all of the potatoes looking for signs of potato bugs or any openings. This is the first year I've encountered this problem on the sweet potatoes. So I'm going to lay out these fingerling potatoes for curing also. But they'll definitely be used up sooner than the larger potatoes that do not have scrapes. I have some more potatoes out in the garden. In a couple days, I'll try to get those harvested, and then we'll add on to this right here. Thanks for watching today. Those were 2 6-packs. They were tiny little plants when I bought them, and I planted them, I believe it was mid-June. So they've been in the ground for over 120 days. I think it was well worth it. You don't have to harvest all at once. I did more than what I thought I would today, but I've got more to do, a couple more plants, and they'll last into the winter. And I can keep them in the back room. We shut the vent off so the back room will stay cold in the winter, so the potatoes will be good. Yep, I believe there's some, oh, look. Okay, I want to keep these covered because I don't want an animal to try to dig them up overnight. I'll harvest the rest either tomorrow or the day after, and I'm going to do an update. It's going to be a different kind of video. It's probably going to be more of a cleanup video. I have a lot of cleanup, as you can see. I love yard work. I don't have a problem with this. This is great exercise. And I'll be showing you my mulcher in the next one too. My new mulcher, leaf mulcher and chipper, I think they call it. If you live in the city, let me know, because there's a lot you can grow in the city as long as you have enough yard space. And I started out years ago just growing flowers, and then I moved up to herbs and then vegetables and fruits. I kind of learn as I go along. I've been gardening for over 20 years now, and I really enjoy it. When you harvest for food, the importance of gardening is more significant. And then to get a good harvest like we did for the sweet potatoes, that's amazing. That really is. And you do encounter problems like potato bugs and too many fingerlings and not enough large potatoes. But it's always good to just keep trying, keep growing, because it's well worth it. So you can have food in stock in your home for the winter. Have a great weekend. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.